The Phantom of the Opera is like 75% real. But don't take my word for it. That is directly out of the mouths of the author's descendants themselves. But if it's only 75% true, what parts are true and what parts are fictional? And how much of it is just anecdotal evidence? Here's what we know factually and for sure. So the author Gaston Leroux was a journalist before he was ever a novelist. He was particularly interested in crime. He studied court records, real mysteries, and Parisian rumors, and then incorporated these into his writing. So we know for sure that the opera in the book is based on the Opéra Garnier in Paris. Not just the idea of it though, the actual architecture, including the underground tunnels and the actual underground lake that the Phantom lived on. Yeah, the lake is actually real. And the crashing chandelier, that's real too. In 1896, there was a counterweight for the chandelier in the opera that fell and killed a woman. We also know for sure that Christine herself was based on a real singer. Gaston Leroux directly mentions that Christine was based on a singer whose name I hid. It's more than likely that Christine is modeled off of Christina Nilsson, who is a Swedish singer who shares a lot of biographical similarities with Christine. Both Christine and Christina were sopranos of Swedish background and modest upbringing. Both were discovered for their musical talent, and subsequently, both were taken under the wing of a patron family named Valerius. Both of them. And both were subsequently trained and sang at the opera in Paris, and that's actually Gaston Leroux himself. The inspiration for Carlotta was more than likely this lady, named Adelina Patti, who was widely known as the rival to Christina Nilsson. And Adelina also had an older sister named Carlotta. And there was another rumor that was said to inspire the Phantom himself. There was a fire at the old opera house in 1873 that killed a ballerina and severely disfigured her pianist fiancé. And people claimed that he went into hiding under the Opéra Garnier. Now, no records directly confirm this, but Gaston Leroux swore on his deathbed that the Phantom was a real person, and his descendants have claimed that it is true. So the chandelier, the lake, the opera house, all 100% real. Now, the opera star, her rival, the Phantom himself, that's a bit more up for debate, but there is evidence, at least anecdotally, that the characters in the story are based on real people. Whether or not it's true or just mostly true, well, that's still up for debate.